A very good morning, good evening to everyone connecting from different parts of the world. So, like we are here in the third week of the Chennai Storytelling Festival, 14th edition session for children. This is the fifth of the 9 sessions designed for stories for children. So, we are waiting to listen to 5 wonderful stories. So, as Eric mentioned, we may or may not get to see the children on the videos because they keep their videos off for various reasons. So, but let's maintain the tone of telling, like we all have the child within us, we all know that very well. So, let us tell the stories the way we tell to the children. And I am not taking any more time. So, without a further delay, I welcome Haritha to share the first story. And the story title I see is Haritha, the Traveler and the Girl. The title itself is very intriguing, and we are all waiting to listen to what happened with the traveler and the girl. Yes, Haritha.
Thank you to my darling ghost, Hambu. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all my fellow tellers, to all the beautiful listeners of story lovers who joined us around the world. I'm Haritha Kannan. I'm connecting from Chennai, that's in Tamil Nadu, south part of India. I love telling stories in Tamil, that's my native mother language, and also in English. I tell stories to children and as well as adults. And in my stories, I try to include art. I'm not an artist, but I try to include free drawing art, doodles, or some creative art forms like Varli art, simple art forms. And also, I engage the children, especially the children, with different puppets, starting from finger puppet to full hand puppet. Are you talking about me? Oh, Nartaki, where are you? Oh, I am angry on you. You didn't carry me. You told you'll take me to the meeting. Oops. Oh, dear audience, and especially my dear children, I forgot to bring one of your friends. I promised her there is a children's storytelling. Many wonderful storytellers are going to entertain you. I forgot to bring her along with me. Her name is Nattagi. Oops, Nattagi, where are you? Go, I won't come. Hey, come on, Nattagi, sort, darling. Come, your friends are here. Aunties, uncles are here. No, I won't come. Nattagi. I will say you magic word and then you're going to pop. Okay? I want, no, I want, no, I want. Nat, come on. Dear children and audience, can you call Nataki's name? Yeah, louder, louder.
Taggy, come out, pop out.
Dear audience, hello children. You know, Haritha auntie forgot to bring me. But I gave her a word. I will meet all the sweet little children of Chennai Storytelling Festival. And here I am. Do you want to give me a high five? Give me a high five. Nartaki, sorry, darling. Go ahead, auntie. You always forget me, but see, I won't forget you. Okay, what are you going to do now? Ah, auntie, please tell us more stories. We all love stories. Do you, children? My friends, do you love listening to stories? Okay, Nartaki, do you want to join the little children here? Yes, of course. Then raise your hand, children. Do you want to listen to stories? Yes, Nartaki, just sit along and listen to the stories. And Nartaki will be right back after the stories. Yes, I'll be right back after the stories. Ta-na-na, ta-ni-na-ni-na. Ta-na-na, ta-ni-na-ni-na. Under the banyan tree happened a little story. Once upon a time, there was an energetic traveler who traveled along all around the world. You know, he was a person who loved seeing colorful flowers. Children, do you love to see colorful flowers? All color flowers, red ones, yellow ones, blue ones, any black ones? If there are any black flowers, do let me know, okay? But he's a traveler who loves seeing all flowers, and its whole life's motive is to travel to different parts of the world just to see and enjoy the tapestry of flowers that is in front of him. When he was in USA, he smelled the fragrant and fragile roses, and he kept walking and walking and walking, and he went to Japan. There he saw cherry blossoms, the delicate and soft, supple cherry blossoms. Oh, just the view was so breathtaking for him. And when he came to India, he saw sunflowers that bloomed, and they were all seeing the sun. But he was not looking at the sun, he was looking at all the yellow flowers, which looked like, oh, these flowers bloom just for me. He was a man of colors and of flowers, and he still continued to walk and walk and walk and walk. All of a sudden, he entered a country called Varnapuri. In Varnapuri, he doubted what he is seeing is true. Or is there some magic cast on that country? Because everything seemed white. Yes, we know. Can the grass be white? It was white. Can mangoes be white? It was white. Can the mountains, can the skies be white? But in this country, everything was just. What was it, children? Yes, Ambu. Yes, Ambu, darling Ambu. Everything was just white. He just stood there, just like a stone. Oh no, why is this? Is there any problem with this country? I just came here to see colorful flowers. Okay, if not flowers, just show me small grass, a fallen leaf, or a bird or an animal that is colorful. But what happened to this country? Varnapuri, everything looked white. While he was in deep thought, wondering what happened to this country, there came a cheerful girl. Na 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 na. Hey, little girl, come here. What's the problem with your country? He was totally puzzled and asked her. No problem. See, I'm singing a song. I can dance to the tunes. I'm just fine. Of course, we all are fine. No, just look at you. It is just white everywhere. White everywhere? What is white? The little girl asked. You don't know white? White is a color. Look at my teeth. Oh, color? White? I don't understand any of these terms, uncle, she told. Okay, can you show me a mango? Can you show me a mango in your city? Mango? Of course. She showed a mango, but that was also white in color. Oh, so lifeless, he thought. Can you show me tulips? Ah, tulips. That's another flower. Look at this, uncle. Oh no, that's boring. That's again white. Ah, no. Definitely, there's some problem with this country. Can you take me to your mother and father? So the little girl took the traveler to her mother and father. They didn't have any answer. So they took him to Coco. She was the grandmother of this entire city, the country. The man asked, Old Mother Coco, gently, Old Mother Coco, do you remember anything that's related to the word colors? Like red, blue, green, yellow? Old Mother was really quiet. She didn't open her eyes. She didn't purse her lips. She didn't move her fingers. Colors, grandmother, colors. Just go to your childhood. Was there anything colorful at all? Can you remember? Birds. Do you know peacocks? It has all the colors. Blue, green, yellow. Do you know crow? It is black in color. Do you remember any of that? He gently put his hand on Old Mother Coco. Colors. Yes. Slowly she opened her eyes. Yes. Now I can remember how my country used to be. It was indeed colorful. Yes, of course. The ground was brown in color. The grasses, I think they were green in color. And there were many flowers that were yellow and pink, and the skies were also blue. That's right, grandmother, that's right. But what happened to the colors? To all the colors? Why did you even lose it somewhere? Do you know what? Grandmother told what happened. When I was young, I used to roam around my entire village. There were so many boys and girls who used to play with me. We used to play with the stones. We used to run and chase the dogs and cats. Oh, such lovely days. And there were so many birds. You just mentioned a bird, right? Peacock. Of course, she was also there. The peacock was, of course, there. Our country were filled with this magical bird. She spoke less, but she opened her wings, and she used to gracefully walk around my village. And me and my friends, we used to get mad looking at her. He proudly opened his wings. He used to climb on our houses. He used to slowly get down and walk around all our houses. My parents told, this is a precious bird. All the birds, animals, they're really precious. Be careful with them. But one day, it so happened, we really got naughty. We wanted to run and chase the peacock. He was just casually walking around our houses. But we slowly went and chased near him. We gathered speed and ran after him. Hey, peacock, wait, 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 wait. The peacock looked really scared. He just tried to fly and fly and fly. But he got tired at one point in time. He sat. He was panting. That's when we decided to pluck one of his feathers. It was me. I think I plucked the first feather. Following me, my friends also started to pluck the feathers one by one. He was in deep pain. Ah, no, 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 he told. But we children, do you know what? We plucked him, the feathers one by one, one by one. Then we started to run. We took the long feather. We were so proud that we defeated the peacock. And we ran and chased each other with the long peacock feather. It was a jolly day for us. But the peacock stopped opening his wings. He sat there and teardrops started to come from his eyes. One by one, one by one. I think it went from his neck to his body. It reached his feet. And when the first drop fell on the ground, the brown, deep ground, lost its color. Slowly, the trees lost their colors. The leaves, the lush green leaves, the leaf colors were gone. It was no more green, brown, or yellow. No, it was no more, none of those colors. And the red roses. Our country had all the colored roses pink, orange, yellow, lavender. The roses lost their colors. Our houses were painted in pinks and purples. The house paints just vanished. It all became white. Even the crow turned white. That's what I remember. And slowly, we even lost the sight or the least remembrance of what a color is. What are colors? We totally lost ideas about it. In that case, I think we should go and see the peacock. Grandmother, do you have any idea where the peacock is? The traveler asked. The little girl also got interest. Grandmother, I think we need to go and see the peacock. Did you ever try to find the peacock? The little girl asked. No, none of us had time for that. We were confused. The new wildlife was new for us. We were just trying to survive it. The traveler said, I traveled around the world. If you can just give me one clue where she is, I can go. The little girl said, Uncle, Hold me. I would also like to come with you. The grandmother said, you have to cross the biggest mountain after this village. You have to swim the deepest ocean. And you have to walk across the hottest desert. And behind a cave, there she lives. Without wasting a second, the traveler and the little girl folded each other's fingers. They set to travel. It was a big mountain. The little girl was wondering, how can I cross this? My legs are small, uncle. I think I will waste time. Do you want to go without me? And the traveler said, no, there must be a tunnel. So they both crouched. They found the tunnel and they started to crawl inside the deep, dark tunnel. They came out of the mountain and the tunnels and came the deepest and scariest ocean. Uncle, again I doubt if I can cross this ocean. There was so much fear in the little girl's voice. But he's a traveler, you remember? He quickly found some logs. He got one rope from his bag. He tied it. We have to survive any condition, my darling. Come with me, he smiled, and he took her. The little girl, along with the traveler, they rowed across the deep blue ocean. This is scary and also interesting. I never thought life can exist beyond my city, the little girl said. And they came to the deserts. It is so hard. Can't walk. I definitely can't walk. Do you want to carry me? The little girl asked, forgetting all the worries that she had been carrying all this time. Don't you know the ship of the desert is always here? He made some sound. There came a camel, and they both climbed on the camel. Dakkara, 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 dakkara. Just within a few hours, they crossed the desert. Now, after the waterfalls and behind a small cave, there was the peacock. The peacock was still there, with all her wings closed, with her eyes still drenched and wet with her tears. The little girl went near the peacock and she slowly and gently put her fingers on the peacock and she asked, dear peacock, even after so many years, you're not healed? Are you still feeling the pain just like us? We're also in deep trouble. Are you also still in deep trouble? The peacock gently nodded her head, maybe saying yes. I'm sorry to ask this, but will you ever forgive me? The little girl asked. The peacock now raised her head and she said, maybe it's time for me to forgive, forget, and let go of the things of the past. Maybe that will heal me in some way. I want to heal myself too. With that word of forgiveness that was asked by the little girl, and that one agreement the peacock made to herself to forgive, forget, and let go, her wings started to open again. All her wounds vanished in no time. She started to open her feathers. Her body just looked so young yet again. The little girl now looked puzzled. Uncle, do we have to cross the waterfalls, the desert, the deep blue sea, the mountain all again with this soft, delicate, and beautiful peacock? Do you have any idea, uncle? You're a traveler. Give me an idea. The peacock said, I have magical powers in me. Maybe you both can sit on me. I can give you a ride. So the traveler and the peacock sat on the traveler and the little girl sat on the peacock. The peacock opened her wings, and in no time, they crossed the waterfalls, the deserts, the deep blue ocean, up and down across the mountains, and she landed on Varnapuri. Now all the children was puzzled when they looked at the peacock. In the background of white color, this peacock stood different, colorful, vibrant, lively. The children came around the peacock yet again, but this time the peacock was not afraid. Let me face the challenges, she thought. The children this time they did not try to hurt the peacock, but gently and softly they just touched the peacock. And the moment the peacock landed her legs on the grounds of Varnaburi, the colors just came back. The brown colors of the earth, the greenery of the trees, and the colors of all the fruits and vegetables just came back. The little girl just looked at the traveler and she gave a good hug. And people from then on loved and adored all the birds, pets, and animals that they had in their country. And that's the story of the traveler and the kind girl. And that's my little peacock. Thank you for listening to me.
Wow, what a cute story and what a cute peacock. That too with Holi around the corner, a story with colors and compassion towards animals. Very beautiful, Haritha. We enjoyed listening to the story and the puppets. And thanks to Nartagi also, because
Yes.
her
Thank you.
got more
Thank
energy. Yes. Thank you, Haritha. So, you want to quickly lead into an act, lead the others into the activity? Yes.
you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
A little quicker. Yes.
Yes, children. I want you to answer me in a few words. How life will be if it is so vibrant and energetic with all the beauties that we have in the world around? What if one day everything was lost for some reason? Do you have any words to share? The adults can also share.
Yeah, I think it's pretty boring, no? So, what do you think? Yeah. Atish, Advika, would you like to share if there are no colors at all?
Yes, maybe you can say me one day the world becomes white like this. Advika, do you want to share a few words?
Without the colors, some people who are color blind, then all people will become color blind on the earth.
Hmm.
Of course, yes. Okay.
So,
Any other thoughts?
anyone else? No colors. What happens here? I can't even think of no colors. No, how? So, it'll be easier for us to choose things, but still, no, life doesn't become that very interesting without colors.
That's fine, ma'am. We can go to the next term. I'm
Oh,
okay with
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Thanks a lot.
great. Thank
Thanks a
you,
lot.
Haritha, for starting off
Thank
with
you.
such a beautiful, colorful story. So now we move on to the next story. And we are having a trio. Three people telling one story. And the title goes like, The Stolen Smell. So first it was colors. And now we have the stolen smell. And we have someone who's all dressed up. And I'm very, very curious to listen to the story. Okay, I'm not taking any more time. Yes, Veena, Deepa, and Neena, please, the stage is yours.
Hello, everybody. Today I'd like to present a folktale, a Peruvian folktale from far, far away Lima in Peru. Are you ready? Well, tell me one thing. How can you connect a crystal lady, a baker, and a kind neighbor? Does it make sense? Then you'll have to just sit back, relax, and listen to the story that we are going to present before you. Presenting the stolen smell. So, before that, I'd like to introduce all of you to the characters. Well, I'm Karishma, the crystal lady, and everybody finds me to be magical, you see. My advice has been taken by so many people, and they say that I give beautiful suggestions and solve problems and even solve some fights as well. My beautiful crystal ball, I can foresee the future and tell everybody what they should do. Well, that's about me. Now, let me introduce you to the next character, Ria the baker. This is Ria the baker who has a bakery and she's an excellent baker. She loves cooking buns, breads, pastries, and her cinnamon buns are so famous. People from far and wide just come to have a cinnamon bun from her. And don't forget, her tandoori items also are a delight. Yummy, delicious, yummylicious, whatever you can say. Oh God, mouth watering, isn't it? But let me tell you one thing. Our baker is not a very happy person. She often has a very grumpy face. We do not find her with a smile because you see, she's jealous, she's stingy, and she doesn't like to share, and she's not happy for people. So that's about Ria, the next character in the story, the baker. Now let me introduce you to the next character, Mia, the kind-hearted and warm smiling neighbor who sits in front and near the baker every day. She's poor. She cannot afford to buy any buns or any tandoori items. So every morning when the smell wafts from the bakery, she just can't resist. She has a cup of tea in her hands. She sips the tea with the stale bread in front of her. Isn't that sad? But she enjoys so much. She's so friendly. She has a lot of friends. But our baker, looking out of the window, is not very happy to see that her neighbor is so happy. So that's about the characters in my story. So most of the time you will see both of them are grumpy and giving them the looks that the baker is giving right now. So let's find out what is happening. Crystal ball, you're the wisest of all. Reveal what is happening around.
Hi, Ria. How are you?
Fine.
But, Ria, I came to tell you the aroma of your cinnamon buns. They're so yummy. I just came to say that.
Okay, you said it. Now you can go. I have so much work to do. Can't you see? I'm too busy.
But,
Go,
Ria, why are you so frustrated, irritated? I just came to say hello to you.
Okay, I said hello to you, na. You can go now. Can't you
Yeah,
see?
I'm
I'm
going.
working so hard. Since morning I've been baking and baking. I have orders to fulfill, you know. There's so many orders that I need to fulfill.
I'm
Go. I don't have time to talk to you. Go.
Why is she so irritated, yaar? I'm going. Okay, fine. I'm not disturbing you. I just came to say hello. Now I'm leaving. Bye. Lot of
Bye.
disturbance
Okay,
here.
now.
Let me go peacefully sit and have some tea at my garden.
Shh. Now this bird. Shh. I don't understand why people come to me and disturb me in my work. And now this bird, the free mongers will come. They want everything on free. They'll just come say hello. What is this? Should anyone disturb anyone while working? Shh. Thank God the bird is gone now. The bird will also come. Someone also or the other will come. Will not let me do my work. I have to prepare cinnamon buns. I have to prepare pastries. Today there are 2 orders of cakes. Too much of work. Let me not look at them.
Ria is irritated, frustrated. I just went to say hello to her. Now let me sit in my garden, sip my tea, and of course have my stale bread. फूलों के ढेरे हैं, साए घनेरे हैं, झूम रही है बहारें ऐसे नजारों में। यार मिले तो रुक जाए, यार मिले तो रुक जाए। आहा, I can feel that smell of that cinnamon bun. My goodness, how she's frustrated lady, but the buns that she makes, that she bakes, whatever she bakes, It smells so well. The aroma that is helping me to, even my stale bread feels so tasty. Oh God. I'm just enjoying. Finally, I finished the stale bread. Thanks to Ria and the beautiful aroma.
I don't understand why this poor neighbor of mine, how can she be happy? She's so poor and she doesn't have enough to eat. She cannot buy anything from my bakery also, and she's always sharing something or the other with neighbors. She will share her food also. Probably that's the reason she's poor, because she's sharing everything that she has. But this is not correct, na? I feel so cheated. She's smelling the aroma of my bakery and she's enjoying her stale food also. That's not done. That's not done. Enough. Let me teach her a lesson for stealing the aroma of my bakery. Let me teach her a lesson. Knock, knock, knock. Mia.
Hi, Ria. What brings you here?
You look so happy, enjoying the aroma and your stale bread.
Yes, I have to see that. The aroma that comes from you. Cinnamon bun, that helps me finish my stale bread. Hey?
I wanted to give this to you, hand it over to you.
What is that?
You need to pay this bill.
Wait.
You just cannot enjoy everything for free.
Wait. What is this? Bill? For smelling? Audience, can you see this? She's given me the bill for smelling. Is this right? Have you ever paid bill for smelling? This is not fair, Ria. I'm your neighbor, your friend.
Whatever. You have been stealing the smell, na? And audience, you can use this heart emoji to show your reaction. Or maybe you can type it. Am I not correct in asking for the bill? She should pay, na?
This is not fair. This is not fair, Ria. This is not fair.
It is. If you
No.
don't pay, I will take you to the court.
What? For paying your bill for smelling?
Yes.
I can't even afford a cinnamon bun from your shop and you want to take me to court just for
Okay.
smelling. And let
I
me
will
tell
not
you,
take you
Ria.
to the court.
Let
to
me tell you,
the
Ria. The smell
Karishma.
comes to my wall. You have to pay me rent.
Why should you smell?
Mm,
You should
no.
not smell. You cannot be happy
Of course,
smelling my aroma.
my nose. I can't avoid my nose.
Let us go to this Karishma, the fortune teller.
Okay,
Crystal
fine.
ball. Crystal ball, what do I see? I can see two people. In fact, these two ladies are fighting like cats and dogs. But I must listen to the baker. What is actually happening? I order that Mia and Ria both come and meet me. I cannot tolerate people fighting like that, like cats and dogs.
Listen, Crystal lady. This Ria has charged me. She's given me this bill just for smelling the aroma of a cinnamon bun.
But
She's
I've
doing
been observing Ria as I can foresee the future and I can see what was happening. You've been extremely rude each and every time. And I can see Mia, at times you have given her some cutlets.
Yes.
Lovingly as a
I made
neighbor.
some cutlets and I shared with her. I didn't charge her for that.
Of course you did not. You are a very good neighbor. So Ria, do you remember that Mia had given you some cutlets?
Yes, she gave me the cutlets, and I also told her that the cutlets were yummy.
But did you pay
And
for
she
her?
did not ask for
Did you
price.
pay for the
I did not
Did you
pay.
pay for the cutlets, my dear Ria? Did you pay for the cutlets?
No,
You didn't.
because I
So
did
don't
not
think-
ask. She had given me, na. I asked her.
But
She
that
did not
was such
ask
a
me.
That was such a wonderful gesture. Don't you think you should have appreciated?
I gave
Mia,
her
this
because
is not right.
she's my neighbor and
I
friend.
appreciate
Of
it.
course, Mia, I understand. But I think I need to solve your problem because your problem is most illogical and childish. I've never ever seen such a childish and illogical problem. But I want you that you come back tomorrow. Before going, Mia, can you come near me? Don't forget to bring some coins. When you come tomorrow, bring some coins with you. You may leave now. And I need to concentrate. Okay? You
Okay.
may leave. And let me find out a solution.
We are back.
So you're back?
Yes.
Now, I can see that for many years, Mia, you've been stealing the smell. Then do you know that stealing is a crime? And
I know stealing is crime.
one who steals must be punished.
But Crystal Lady, that smell comes towards my wall. And I have used my senses.
But you've been stealing a smell, my darling. You've been stealing a smell. And look at the baker. She talks from morning till evening. She does everything. And it has been happening each and every day without you trying to buy even a single bun at times.
That's because I don't have enough money to buy her costly bun. And
I'm very
moreover,
sorry
she
for
should
that,
close
but
her
since-
chimney.
But
She
don't
should
you
close
know
her
how
chimney.
stingy she is? But anyway, I think I have a solution. So before that, you wonderful people and my dear children, how do you think I'm going to solve the problem? Do you have any ideas?
Any
Please write
ideas how the
in the
problem is
chat
going to be
box,
solved?
or you can raise your hands. How do you think I can solve the problem? I think it is very childish and illogical. Nobody can pay for a smell. We smell so many delicious food items, don't we? But for the smell, we don't pay. We pay for that, whatever is being served on our plates. But there's nothing served, only the smell wafting in the air. So
Someone
anybody
needs to help.
like to
is
help the
Crystal
crystal
Lady to
lady?
find a
Somebody can.
solution.
I think Lipika ma'am wanted to say.
Yes,
Unmute. You can unmute and say.
you can unmute.
Oh, hello. So you have suggested her to bring some coins. Now she will drop the coins and she will hear the coins and then she will say that you have heard my coin, I have made the payment. So I don't have to pay for the smell, aroma.
Wow, that's wonderful. Give me a high five. Lipika. Lipika. And the neighbor, Mia, is very happy. So let's do it because Ria is a little confused. So we must show her what we actually mean and what Lipika says also. Dear children, are you listening? Okay. Now, Mia, take the coins in your fist and shake it and go near the ears of the baker and jingle the coins near the ear of the baker. Jingle. Can you hear the sound? So now your bill has been paid. Ria, you were looking very confused. So I want to make you understand. See, your bill has been paid. That's fair enough. If you want money for the smell of a bun, then it's the same thing. You heard the jingle of the coins, your bill has been paid. What do you think? Don't you think it's right? And it's time for you to change, my dear. I think you look very beautiful with a beautiful smile on your face. Let's try to change and be a better person in this world. And I can foresee that Mia and Ria have become friends.
Hi.
Oh
Hello.
my God, they're shaking hands.
Let's be friends.
They've
Come
become
on.
some friends and they're putting their arms around each other and watching Chennai Storytelling Festival. All the beautiful stories they're watching together. So, I'm very happy that you have a smile on your face, Ria. You're looking so beautiful instead of the grumpy look. And Mia, you have a good friend. And Ria, how are you going to help her? Yes.
I think I can offer her a job at my bakery so that even I get help and she no longer has to just smell. without
Wonderful.
pain.
That's a
Yes.
wonderful gesture.
Yes.
I love it, Ria. You're changing for the better. I just love it. Thank you so much. And
Now,
Okay,
Ria,
Ria.
you can now
Thank
learn.
you.
yes,
Thank you for
yes,
Learn.
listening.
yes. I'm so happy that Ria has become friends with me. Now she's happy because I am there to help, and I am also happy because financially she's helping me for the help that I'm doing to her. So I'm so happy.
Wonderful. I'm so happy that you're watching stories. Stories make you learn so many things so that you become a better person.
Yes,
You listen to inspiring stories, such happy stories, sad stories, but at the end of the day, they have a lesson and you learn from them. Don't you think so?
yes.
So we come to the end of our story. I hope you enjoyed it, dear people and my dear children, and we'd like to take you to an activity. We have three, and children and dear adults, we'd like all of you to join.
Yeah, everybody
Okay.
can join.
Yeah.
So the activity is first one is a hot seat. So
Yes.
the baker will be on the hot seat. That is Ria will be on the hot seat. If you have any questions, children or adults, we are yet children only by heart. So if you have any question for the baker, you may go about. I think three you can raise your hands and Ambu will yeah.
Yes. Please feel free to ask any questions. She is the character Ria in front of you.
Ah, you have made me sit on the hot seat, right? Asking for the bill.
You deserve to sit in the hot seat.
Okay, shoot. I'm ready to answer all your questions.
Come on, guys. What question? Who? Just put up your hand. Okay, nobody has a question. While they are thinking of the question, I have a question for you, Ms. Ria, the baker. And I know that you're sitting on the hot seat. How does it feel to sit on the hot seat? And how do you think all your bakery stuff feel to sit inside the oven? Is there a relation?
Very hot, but it is only when you go through the hotness you become delicious. सोने को उससे गुजरना ही पड़ता है ना तवे पे से. So we have to just go through the test to become better, and that's what I am feeling. I'm feeling a bit hot and I'm scared if someone asks me some question which I don't know how to answer.
I hope it won't happen. It will not happen. I have one more question. How do you resist the temptation to taste your own buns and cakes while you are baking them?
I do not resist. I just That's it. I love it. But yes, of course, I maintain hygiene. I will just not put my finger in between. Just slightly, I have to taste now so that everything is very tasty and my customers also enjoy. I think I have someone asking the question, raising the hand.
Advika. Where is Advika? Advika has a question for you. Yes, Advika, go ahead.
I think the baker sit on the hot seat because the baker must be loving hot ovens. So the hot seat is perfect.
Yes, thank you.
That's good. That's very brilliant. Actually, Ria, even I'm the crystal lady, I would really love to know how do you maintain the same taste for years and years? How does it remain the same?
That's a good question. Well, I follow the recipe that was passed on from my grandmother to my mom and then to me to the T. I do not change. Plus, I upgrade it by using just the freshest and the best ingredients that I can afford and offer them on a reasonable price, of course. But yes, important is fresh ingredients and very diligent work and precise work.
But Ria, after I've solved your problem and you have become such a wonderful person, I would like you to share the cinnamon bun recipe with me, please, without keeping back anything. Exactly your grandmother's recipe. Would
I'll
you like
put
to
it in the
share?
chat box for everyone. Okay,
that's
and I
wonderful.
think people have asked me a few questions also in the chat box. My secret ingredient is a lot of love and a lot of positive energy. And what is the most tasty dish of your bakery? Well, it's an Indian dish, a typical Rajasthani dal bati. So dal is made in the cooker, but I really bake good batis in my ovens. And the name of my bakery is Happy Bakery, Ria's Happy Bakery. Yes, Mia has also answered Ria's Paradise. Yes, thank you, Mia, for answering me.
Lovely.
And I
Yeah.
think
We have another
Another
activity now.
activity just will yeah, so we just want a comparative study, a comparison between one or two comparisons, or the difference between Ria and Mia, if the neighbor and the baker.
Can you just write down one side
If
Ria,
you
one side
you can
Ria
write
in a
it down.
paper?
Yeah, quickly, if you
And
can put it in the chat, a difference
yes,
between
yes,
Yeah, you can put it in the chat.
yes, you can
And
put it in the chat.
yeah, so it's like we wanted to convey through the story that be it children or adults, the main thing, the two messages. One character, Ria, was going through some kind of, you can say, mental health issues because she was frustrated because of her being all alone, doing everything on her own. And Mia was a character who was a free go person, happy with whatever she was, content with whatever she had. So how these two characters come together and think, be there for one another. So one is getting financially helped, and other one is getting mental well-being and self-care. So many things are happening. So thank you so much
Yeah,
to
so
CSM. Thank you.
Vanish just mentioned about the moods in the story. I know there's lots to discuss. Beautiful story. We need
Yes.
to move on to the next teller. Thank you, team, for such a wonderful story. We're already
Thank you.
feeling hungry.
I'd like to take 1 minute to thank Ambuja for adjusting with the last minute, and the tellers too, who were supposed to say thank you so much for adjusting with us.
thank you,
Love
Mona.
you all.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
thanks
Ahuja.
to
And
Mona
thank
for
you,
the
Eric, for the opportunity and the wonderful festival where we get to become a child again by dressing up for the
So very
characters.
interesting. Enjoyed your session.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, we are moving to the next teller. We have Tripat all the way from Ahmedabad. And she says, what is there in your name? Yeah, that is her story. Let's listen to her story. Over to you, Tripat.
Yes. Good evening and good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're joining. I'm your storyteller for this slot, and I have to tell you my name again. My name is Tripat. A rather difficult name? Yes. But in my story, there is a name, and remembering it matters the most. So, children, how do stories start? Once upon a time? Nah, not this one. This one starts with "Moo." One hot, dry, sunny afternoon in the savannas, the animals were walking in search of food and water. They were all very thirsty and they were all very, very hungry, as it had not rained in months. All the rivers had dried up, the grass has gone yellow, and even the trees looked tired and sad, bearing no food and no fruit. And as the animals were walking, a monkey swung in. Hey, where are you all going? Are you also searching for food and water? You know, my grandma just told me that in the middle of the savannas there is a big, wonderful tree. It has fruits filled with food and water. I'm going there. And with that, he swayed back with the branches. The animals started walking towards the middle of the forest until they reached the side of a tall tree, taller than any animal could climb, almost touching the sky. It was not an apple tree or a mango tree or a coconut tree, so all the animals decided that this must be the most wonderful tree. But this tree looked tired and sad like any other tree in the forest. Oh, I don't think this will give us any food, said the elephant. I think we need to ask food from this. And they all started shouting, coconut please, mango please, apple please. But the Did the tree wake up to give them any food? Nah. And then the chimpanzee, oh, maybe we have to use a magic word. My mother said there is a magic word, please. It always works. So they all started asking, apple, please, banana, please, coconut, I'll have berries, please. But did the tree wake up to give them any food or any fruit? No. And then the zebra said, oh, maybe we have to use its name. Name, said the lion. Who would remember the name of this tree? Who is old and wise enough to remember the name? And then the giraffe said, swaying its neck and stretching it far across the savannas, maybe we could ask the big rocky mountain at the end of the savannas across the grassland. Whew. But who would go there? All the animals were worried. And that is when the lion stepped forward. I will go. But if I will get the name of the tree, you will make me your king. Well, all the animals agreed, and so the lion started crossing the savannas in his low and prowling ways. Soon enough, he reached the foot of the big rocky mountain. He looked up and said, mountain, can you tell me the name of the wonderful tree in the middle of the forest? The mountain rumbled, and then the mountain mumbled, the name of the tree is Uwangalema. Oh, thank you. Saying that, the lion started walking back across the savannas, and as he had reached the middle of the grassland, he reached to the side of a big rock, casting gentle, cool shadows in contrast to the blaring heat of the sun. It was so welcoming that the lion decided to take one nap. And when he woke up, he had forgotten the long, strange name of the tree. As he walked back to the hungry circle of the animals, he looked up at the tree and said, remembering the name, Uwangakalambadappa. But was that the name of the tree? Did the tree wake up to give them any food? And so now all the animals were worried again. Who else could go? And then the elephant stepped forward and said, oh, I am big, I am mighty, I will go, but if I come back with the name, you will make me your king. And so the elephant started crossing the savannas in his loud and trumpeting, thundering ways. Soon he reached the foot of the big rocky mountain, and he said, mountain, can you tell me the name of the wonderful tree in the middle of the forest? And then the mountain rumbled, and then the mountain mumbled, the name of the tree is Uwangalema. The elephant raised his trunk and said, thank you. And he started walking back across the savannas. He was so pleased with himself. He was so happy. And suddenly, bzzz, 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 an irritating fly started buzzing around the elephant's big floppy ears. And the elephant tried to swat it with his big floppy ears, his tail, and even his trunk, until he had lost the fly. But by then he had also lost the big, strange name. He walked back to the hungry circle of animals who were now very thirsty and very hungry. Elephant tried to remember the name. He looked up at the tree and said, Ungalappa! But was that the name of the tree? No. Did the tree wake up to give them any food? No, now the animals were more worried. Who else could go and get the name of the tree and remember it and bring it back? And suddenly jumped forward two chimps and said, "Oh, we are very clever. We will go, we will go." And all the animals agreed and they started walking across the savannas in their jumping and playful and swinging and squeaking ways. And as they reached the foot of the rocky mountain, they said, "Martin, Martin, please tell us the name of the wonderful tree in the middle of the forest." And then the mountain rumbled and then the mountain mumbled, "The name of the tree is Wangalema." The chimps clapped and said, "Thank you." And they started jumping and swinging back across the savannas. They were so happy. They were so pleased that the animals will get to eat the food. And they would even make one of them their king. And then the fight started. Who will become the king? Chimp 1 or Chimp 2? And they started throwing stones at each other, fighting until they threw the big, long, strange name out of their head. When they reached the hungry circle of animals around the tree, they tried to remember the name, and one said, "Unga Tanga Langa." The other said, "Unga Langa Tanga." Did the tree wake up to give them any food? Did the tree give them any food at all? No. The animals were now very worried. Who else could go? They were not dejected. They had given up until a voice came. "I will go." The animals looked around. Below, from a bush, poked a shell and a little head. It was the little tortoise. They said, "Oh, you can't go. You're too slow. You're too small. And even if you go, you won't be able to bring back the name. Forget about it." "I will go anyway." And before leaving the animals, the tortoise went towards the most intelligent animals of the lot, the baby animals, the children. And as they were discussing, the baby zebra had an idea how the tortoise can remember the name. He said, "Like the stripes on my body, repeating one after another, you should repeat the name to yourself over and over again." The tortoise said, "Thank you." And he started walking across the savannas in a slow and steady way until he reached the foot of the big rocky mountain. And he said, "Mountain, can you please tell me the name of the wonderful tree?" The mountain rumbled and the mountain mumbled, "Oh, for the very last time, the name of the tree is Wangalema." The tortoise looked up. "Thank you." And he started walking back across the savannas, across the grasslands, until he reached the big rock, casting its welcoming shade. But the tortoise remembered the zebra's word, and he kept on remembering the name, repeating the name to himself. "Wangalema, must not sleep now. Wangalema." The chimps came and started throwing stones at the tortoise. But the tortoise was not distracted. He kept on repeating, "Wangalema, Wangalema." The fly came and buzzed near his ears to irritate him, but the tortoise was not paying attention. He kept on repeating the name, "Wangalema, Wangalema." And soon after days, the tortoise reached the foot of the rocky mountain. He looked up and said, "Wangalema, tree, can you wake up?" And soon the tree started to shiver. Its leaves started to pop, and the beautiful flowers turned juicy and ripe. Boop, boop, boop. The fruit started to fall. All the animals waited until the tortoise had picked up the first fruit. They made the tortoise their king, not because he was big and strong and not because he was fast, but he could focus on his purpose and remember the name. So, children, do you remember the name? Let's say it together. Wangalima. That was the story. Ambu ma'am, how are we going? How are we doing for time? Do we have time for the activity?
Yeah, you can have an activity. Go ahead.
So, children and elder children, this activity is for all of us. All of us can do with one Uvangalima in our life, a phrase, a name, something which has been told to us, which has brightened us up, and we had bloomed into the wonderful tree. So what I want you all to do is, if you can quickly grab or just look at the activity, if you don't have the paper, take your hand and trace it. On a paper, trace your hand and simply take some crayons and give it nice squiggle to make some branches or the leaves. I'll just put it on the gallery view so I can see. Yes. So you can squiggle it and make some fruits of your choice. I hope the kids are following it. See, it should look something like this. And then take a pencil and write 5 phrases which transform you. It could be, I love you from your mother, or well done from your senior. Or it could be a friend asking you, let's eat ice cream. Write all those 5 phrases which are your Uvangalima, and you can hang it on your soft board or near your table where you can read these phrases and feel alive, just like the wonderful tree in the forest. This could be your Uvangalima.
Lovely.
So I hope you all enjoyed the activity and you will hang it by your door.
I am sure we all will. That's such a beautiful story, beautifully told, and very thoughtful activity, Tripat. So I'm going to do it immediately, okay, soon after the session is over, because I think each one of us need it as a reminder to pep our spirits up. Thanks a lot. So lovely listening to different versions and different varieties of stories. Great.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let all of us do this activity soon after the session is over. Let us form our own tree, hang it somewhere, and I'm sure it's going to help us in a very big way. Okay, now we are going to moving to the next storyteller and a dear friend of mine. So we have Sheettal. Sheettal does so many things, and she is an integral part of the Chennai Storytelling Festival team, as you all know. So one of the women, one of the forces behind the screens. So Sheettal, over to you. Please share us your beautiful story. I know it's a very inspirational story. We are waiting to listen to that story. Go ahead.
Thank you, Ambu. Okay, so hello everyone. A very good evening, good morning, good afternoon around the world. I don't know from where you are, but yes, I'm here today to tell you a story. So let's start. So the name of my story, when Eric asked, I was a little confused because I don't know how to name this story, because this is a real, true story of an inspiring woman. Right? But before we start the story, I want everyone to play a small game with me. Yes, so everybody is ready. Yes, okay. So when I say a word, okay, you should tell me the word which comes in your mind first. Okay, so when I say Sheettal, then of course, Ambu said my friend. Yeah, I would say cool. So it's something like that. Whatever comes in your mind first when I say that word. Okay, so everybody is ready. Okay, so the very first word, these words are connected with the story. So that's the reason I'm playing this game before the story. The very, very first word is rocket. You can unmute yourself, you can type, whatever you want to do, you're free to do.
Hi.
Blast off.
Yes, Advika.
Blast
Advika,
off.
what would you?
Past.
Fast, okay. Fast, okay. Fast, great, super.
Abdul Kalam.
Abdul Kalam, okay, super, very nice.
Hi.
Yes, fast, yes. What else?
People are typing space. Abdul Kalam.
Okay, yes,
Blast off.
okay.
Ship.
So, right, so rocket means the movement, right? Something going somewhere to a new place, right? Okay, now the next word, moon.
Craters.
Very nice, okay, cool.
Water.
Come again, your voice is breaking.
Water.
Water, okay, okay,
Beauty.
Calm and pleasing.
okay.
Weak
Peaceful.
gravity.
Come again.
Weak gravity.
Okay, gravity, superb, superb, very nice, very nice.
Cool.
Okay, I'm also cool. Okay, very nice. That is superb. Okay, peaceful. Wow, that is also nice. Very nice, very nice. That's superb. So,
Yellow.
moon, yes, yellow. Wow, moon reminds us that even in darkness, something shines, isn't it? When you are in total darkness, there is a light of moon which shines and which gives us hope, isn't it? Okay, the next word is dream.
Hope.
Okay, goal. Okay, very nice.
Imagination.
Imagination. Wow, superb. Yes, anybody else?
I'll go
Future.
for a GRE word, which is surreal, which is dreamlike.
Okay, okay, okay. Cool. Yes, Advika, you were telling me some word.
Future and past.
Future and past. Wow, that's very nice. Okay, that's very nice. Superb. Okay, so I would say dream is not only what we see at night. Okay, it's what you see for your future, isn't it? Okay, so now the last word, Papa.
So this Papa is baby.
Papa. Oh, okay. So that was a confusion. Okay, I'm talking about father. We
Okay.
call it Papa, Daddy.
Okay.
Yes.
Comfort.
Comfort. Wow. Okay. Yes.
Hero.
Hero. Wow. Okay.
Wish granting.
Wish granting. Superb. Advika, would you like to say some word?
I'm not able to think anything about that.
Okay. It's okay.
Pillow.
Okay.
Faith and power.
Okay. Somebody stole love also. That's very nice. Very beautiful. So, yes, come again.
Fun loving.
Fun loving. Very nice. Very nice. Superb. So, yes, Papa sometimes asks tough questions too, right? But those tough questions don't make us strong. It gives us courage. to do something, right? So they point at the exact, problem of ours, and they are the ones who solve our problems. Yes, mamas are always with us, but papas are the one who changes the scenario, isn't it? So that is the whole story about today, right? So these words were related to the story, and that's why I played this game. Okay. So do you know something that every big journey in the world starts with that one single word? Isn't it? Every one word, one thought, one tiny spark inside the mind, isn't it? And this story is about a girl who once had many tiny sparks inside her mind, and her name is Astha. So we are doing a real story and real inspiring story. It inspired me a lot, and that's the reason I wanted to do this story today. By the end of the story, I want you all to name this story for me. Yes? So Asta studied in a simple school in a small town in Gujarat. Okay, her classroom looked just like ours and yours classroom. She didn't have, big things, and she didn't have. It was not a high funder classrooms which nowadays in international schools they have made it to, right? It was a simple classroom with a blackboard, right? With homeworks every day and then exams every day, and the teachers questioning us to improve constantly for something or the other, right? We never hear good things from our teachers. They always give complaints to our parents, right? She didn't do this or he didn't do this, and that's the routine of the teachers, and that's what they're supposed to do it to motivate us to do better and better and better always. So her classroom was nothing extraordinary, but her thoughts were big. They were going beyond the sky, I would say. So at night, she would lie on the terrace and look at the sky, not because she wanted to become famous, not because someone told her to do that, right? But gazing at the sky, she just wondered, how far does the sky go? Who builds these things for space? If humans go to another planet, who will make their homes? One day, her school announced a trip to visit to a very famous space center, NASA. She ran home excited. Papa, our school is taking us to NASA. Her father listened and said, Beta, it is expensive. Yes, it's just a visit. What will you really do looking at the rockets and looking at the things? It's just waste of money. The discussion began. We don't give up at one time, right? We want to prove that we are right to our parents always. But Asta did it very powerfully. She did not shout. She did not cry. She did not fight with her parents. She explained. She said, Papa, maybe. Papa means parents. I call my father Papa. So please excuse if you're not able to take that. Papa, maybe I won't learn everything in one day, but maybe I will see what is possible. And sometimes seeing once can change your whole life. Her father looked at her carefully. He saw that this was not just excitement, it was seriousness. And finally, with a soft smile, almost like a Bollywood movie, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, he told, Ja, take care of your dreams, Asta. So the dialogue is, Ja, jeele apni zindagi. Something like that. Ja, take care of your dreams, Asta. Ja means go. Take care of your dreams, Asta. And finally, the father allowed Asta to go to visit NASA. Asta just jumped and she was super excited because she was able to go to NASA. When she walked into that space center, she saw rockets, she saw scientists, models, and designs. But the biggest thing she saw was this: space is not magic. It is science, it is design, it is hard work. On the way back, she was quiet. She didn't talk with anybody, not even with her friends. She was in a deep thoughts, right? Because now her dream had taken direction. Later, she studied architectural technology in UK, and she also studied in one of the colleges in Denmark. She learned how to design buildings that save energy and survive in extreme environments. And slowly, her dreams became clear and at a point targeted. She did not just want to go to space, she wanted to design homes for space. Today, she is 26 years old, who is now known as Astha Kacha, and at that time, she was known as Asta Jala. She is a space architect. She is the founder of Akka Space Studio in Ahmedabad. There, she works on ideas about future habitants and how humans might live safely in extreme places like Mars. She has received many awards: the Global Icon Award and the EduWic Excellence Award for her innovative work. But the biggest award she ever received was not a trophy. It was clarity. From a simple school to studying abroad, to building her own studio, to imagining home on Mars, all because she explained her dreams clearly and worked for it patiently. So now I want to ask you something, kids. What is your dream? Do you want to become a doctor? Do you want to become a dancer? Do you want to become a scientist? What do you want to become? Or you want to become a teacher, an artist, an astronaut? Whatever you want to dream, whatever you want to become, right? You have to understand it. You have to explain it to convince your father. You don't need to show tantrums. You don't need to shout out loud to them, right? Because explaining them gives clarity to them. The world is moving really fast. So to run with you, I would say to run with ChatGPT. That's what people call it now. You have to run faster than ChatGPT, right? So you have to be in that speed. You have to explain your parents because they don't know that the world is moving so fast and there are so many changes, isn't it? So maybe when you grow old, you will have some idea like this on another planet, right? And you must be planning to make homes over there. And we would love to see you over there. So thank you so much for hearing to my story.
What a
So
fantastic
yes, Advika,
Haritha has
tell
said.
me. Thank you. Yes, Advika, tell me. You raise your hand.
Ma'am,
Did you like the story?
just yes, the audio was very good.
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah.
Advika, your voice is breaking, beta. I think she just.
Actually, I was thinking I will go in a black hole instead of building homes anywhere. Just go in a black hole.
Oh,
That's the best thing I will ever.
oh my God. Okay. So then you have to go in there, you have to tell me how it looks like.
A black
Isn't it?
hole. It is black, so we can't even see it in space.
Oh, is
Not
it? Okay.
tape it. And
Okay.
the nearer we go to a black hole, the time slows down.
Oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know that. That is amazing.
I have a full space book about the space.
Oh, wow. Wow. So do you know about this girl whose story I told?
No.
Okay, you can Google it. Her name is Asa Jala. She's 26-year-old and she's the founder of Akka Space Studio in Ahmedabad.
Book just tells that what are in space like nebulas and the boomerang nebula. It is the coldest thing in universe.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's so nice to hear from you, Advika. Thank you so much. I will Google it. Yes.
Thank
So are you trying to run faster than ChatGPT?
what
You know what? Who stole this dialogue that you have to, if you want to become successful, you need to run faster than ChatGPT? The founder of ChatGPT has told this dialogue. And to no other than my own daughter, who met him in one of the conferences. And he told my daughter that if you want to succeed, you have to run faster than ChatGPT. Yes?
What is
So
GPT?
buckle up and I'm sorry.
I don't know what is ChatGPT actually.
You are at the safest place and you are surely going to run faster than ChatGPT. Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Advika, for being so active.
Thank you
Thank
so much, Sheetal. Such a beautiful story and running faster than ChatGPT. Only thinking about that, only I'm becoming breathless. So hope we get there. Thanks for that inspiring story, especially the message. Like if you want to do something, if you want to achieve something, just talk it out to your dad. That's a beautiful thing that we all need. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are moving on to the final story for the day. That's by Mona. We have Mona here to share a very beautiful story. This story, Marvin wanted more, right? Yes, Mona. Yeah, please tell us about yourself and please tell us the story.
Good evening, everyone. I am Mona Ghai and I'm from Bhopal. It is the city of lakes. I am a storyteller. I am a story parenting coach and also the founder of Story Parenting Hub. I'm a mother of my twins, and that's the best thing that I do for them. It's storytelling. So I'm here to share a story. It's a beautiful story. It's a story which grows, and let's see what happens inside it. So it's about Marvin, who is a sheep. So there was a flock of sheep that lived in the green land. Beautiful. Wherever you see it was all green. Some big trees, some smaller ones, grasses all around. The sky was as clear as possible. Sometimes white, sometimes with shades of blue. And the sheep there, they loved playing all day long. And it was the best time that they were living. They enjoyed talking with each other, eating grass. And one day, they were two best friends, Marvin and Molly. So Marvin was sitting and he was very sad. Molly went to him and asked, Marvin, what happened? And Marvin was like, oh, I feel so bad about myself. I am really short than my other friends. I can't jump like them. I can't be fast like them. And I just don't like this about myself. Molly came closer and said, but Marvin, I like the way you are. And that night, when everyone slept, Marvin was still awake and he had an idea. He thought, what if I start eating more of grass? Maybe I'll grow up in size. So, when everyone was sleeping, he was slowly he started eating grass till the morning. And he used to do the same thing every night. After a couple of days, he became taller. He could run fast. And he was not a short sheep now. Molly went to Marvin and said, what are you doing? How are you increasing in size? And Marvin said, oh, I'm eating a lot of grass, green, fresh, juicy grass. But Molly said, oh, that would upset your stomach. Please don't eat that much. I like the way you are. But Marvin said, hey, Molly, just a little bit more. And every night he started eating more grass, more grass. And after some days, he even became taller than the trees in the meadows. And now he was all the more hungry. He started eating the trees. Cup, 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 cup. And the sheep came. Oh, please don't eat a forest, Marvin. Please stop. Now, Molly, who was Marvin's best friend, came and said, Marvin, that's enough. Stop now. And Marvin said, Hey, Molly, just a little bit more. And then one tree, two trees, three trees, and he was still hungry. He started drinking the lakes, and now he was bigger than the mountains around. He started eating the mountains. Cup, 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 cup. He was again hungry. So one day he thought, what about visiting the other places and eating the trees and mountains and drinking the water of the lakes that they have? So now he was very big, bigger than the mountains, like I said. He started jumping from one country to another, and he ate the mountains, even the buildings. And he was now bigger than some of the countries of the world. And now he was all the more hungry. He started eating a few countries also. And then one night he had this idea. He said, what about eating outside of the earth? I have eaten a lot here. I have eaten buildings. I have eaten all sorts of animals. I have even tasted some countries. Now let me go to the Milky Way galaxy and see what the other planets have to offer me. And he made a big jump, and now he was on the moon. The moon was like a skate for him, and he was going zoo all over the Milky Way galaxy. And he was looking, oh wow, beautiful planets, the comets around, and he was like, this was such a cold cloud of dust. Wet, wet. Oh, this is fun. And he was moving on the moon like skating. And he saw, oh, wow, this is such a dense piece. What is this? He saw asteroids, he saw comets, and he met ephemerals and was like, oh, let me eat this glittery stuff. So sparkly. I just love this planet. And he ate he ate a few stars also, glittering like this, like sparkles. And after enjoying the entire space, when he moved near the Milky Way galaxy, he saw the Earth and he realized he is all alone in the space. And now he was sad again because he started missing the meadows, the grasses, the playground, the sheeps, and all the most he was missing was Molly, his dear friend. And I was so sad, so sad. He stopped eating, stopped looking around, and he was feeling very bad from inside. But it was too late. And he was so sad that he started becoming ill. And he just wanted to move to the earth. So he used the moon to go to the earth. And now, as he was coming nearer to earth, he was like, ooh, 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 ooh. And suddenly, whatever he ate came out. All the monuments, the countries, the trees, the mountains, the lakes. And he was like a balloon. He was and he was back in the meadows on the playground. The things were not same back then because some trees have fallen down which could not be fixed up again. The mountains were eaten, the grasses had gone, some lakes were, half now, but he was very happy to be back to see his friends. And then he saw Molly, who came running and said, Marvin, where were you? I have been looking around and I missed you so much. And Marvin came closer and said, Molly, I missed you too. And Molly whispered in Marvin's ears, Marvin, I like the way you are. And Marvin blushed, looked back to Molly into her eyes and said, Molly, I like the way I am. Thank you so much.
Such a heartwarming story, Mona. Thanks for sharing. It shows, you keep telling stories to your children and it's so obvious. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Loved it. Would you like to lead an activity based on the story?
Yes. So it's like I did this. So it's for all the storytellers, everyone who are here. Just take a piece of paper, make a big circle, and at least write 5 things for which you had been greedy. It could be food, it could be some materialistic things, it could be where you overdid it. You could have done like that was not necessary, but yes, you wanted it at some point of time. Just 5 things. And then I'll take you to the next step. Or maybe if you don't want to write now, you can share if you're remembering something for which you were really greedy. And later, yeah, if you want to share something.
Advika, you want to unmute? Are you raising your hand, dear? Okay, I was always greedy for sweets, but now, with age, supposed to control that. So sweets was the first one which came to my mind when you said greedy.
And for my children, when I told them the story and I asked them to answer it, my son was like, I'm greedy for toys. And the bed boxes are filled with toys. The almiras are all done. And when he sees the toys on the tables, he's like, oh, mama, I purchased it, so many toys. Maybe I'll stop now. And touch wood, like now he has learned his lesson and he makes other choices, better choices.
Advika, you have something to share? I see that you've unmuted.
I actually was not. I don't remember anything. But my brother. I know what my little brother is. He's so greedy all the time. He doesn't even let me go down. And if I even go down, when I come back, he just sits on my back, hits me, and makes me again tired. So I don't show
Okay.
you. He's just outside the room.
Okay. So if you want, you may do this activity after the session. So just write 5 things for which you have been greedy. It could be maybe from the present scenario, and just write where could you stop? Because I have seen some people who are very greedy to work because they are addictive to work, but then they have suffered their health, relationships, and sometimes there's no me time for them. So just ask questions to you whether do you need it right now, because I have been greedy for clothes, lots of purchases, but then my size keeps on changing because I also love sweets. So there has been a lot of things that I'm not able to wear my clothes because I have overgrown them. So yeah, this is something now I have started thinking mindfully before purchasing.
Fantastic. Anyone else wants to share what greedy for work? My goodness, Bhanumati is greedy for work. Definitely not my area. Lovely. Okay. Oh, okay. I think she means greedy for more work. I thought like she loves to keep on working always. I hope I got you right, Banu. Yeah. Sheetal, you want to share something where you're raising your hand? No. Okay. Fine. So I understand. So what you're asking us to do, list down what are all we are greedy for and kind of mindfully lessen that greediness when we get greedy. Is that right?
Start with one would also be okay.
Okay. Start with one. Great. So that's a very beautiful thing. Like we have 2 activities to do after our this session is over. So we have 2 things that we have to remember and we have to do it. So you're done with that, Mona?
Yes, yes.
Great. So we have completed with the stories that were planned for the day, and when there is more time, what happens? MC jumps with a story, 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 story. What is the story? One day, there were two friends, Ramu and Ranjan. They were playing on the banks of a river. They were running, they were playing catch and catch, hide and seek. Think of whatever they were playing. They were climbing on the trees, they were hanging on the branches. And all of a sudden, Ramu said, "Hey Ranjan, look over there." And Ranjan looked and said, "What? What is there?" "Hey, can't you see a boat there?" Of course a boat is there. But the boat is always there, and whenever we go near the boat, that boat uncle will be there and he will say, "Ramu, Ranjan, don't get inside the boat, it is not safe." And what is the use? That is what, Ra. The boat uncle is not there. Come, let's go. We have been wanting to get inside the boat for so long. We will not get this chance again. Let's get inside the boat. Just sit in that boat for a few minutes and then we can come off. Of course, Ranjan was also tempted to get inside the boat. So both of them, they looked around. Nobody was there. They tiptoed. They went near the boat. They came near the boat. They jumped into the boat. The boat swayed and swayed and swayed, and then it came to a standstill. Now, it was such a nice weather. The clouds, the birds, and the gentle breeze, and the boat started swaying. Ye-le-lo, I-la-sa, ye-le-le-lo. Come on, can we all join together? Ye-le-lo, I-la-sa, ye-le-le-lo. Ye-le-lo, I-la-sa, ye-le-le-lo. Ye-le-lo, I-la-sa, ye-le-le-lo. It was such a lovely weather, I told you. Both of them slept off in the boat. What they didn't notice, the boat was not anchored. So the boat started moving into the river, and after some time, it started to tap, drizzle. And Rama was the first to wake up. Amma, 5 more minutes, I want to sleep, Amma. Amma, don't put water on my face, Amma. 5 minutes, I promise I will wake up, Amma. What place is this? Ranjan, wake up! Ranjan, wake up! Ranjan was enjoying his blissful nap in spite of the drizzle. "Hey, Ramu, don't disturb me. I am having a nice dream. I am Ninja Hattori. La 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 la." "Hey Ranjan, wake up. You are not Ninja Hattori. You are in the boat with me." And Ranjan woke up and, "Hey, Ramu, you slept in my house yesterday. But this doesn't seem to me my house." Where are we? Which place is this now? Ramu, this looks like an island, Ramu. I am so scared. "Hey, Ranjan, don't scare me. Yes, this is an island, but please." I told you, let us not risk it. I told you, let us not get inside the boat. It's because of you I got it. Abba, I want to go home. Of course, Ramu was also scared. But he said, wait. And by then, the boat had reached the shore of that island. Both of them got off the boat. Nobody was there in the island. Of course, it was scary, and the sun was also coming down. Ramu said, "Wait, Ranjan, I'm also scared. But wait, let me think. I have an idea. My mother has told What did your mother say? Whenever we are in some trouble, we have to pray to the God and God will show us some way. It's because of you I am here. I will not pray with you. You go pray separately. I will go pray separately. Thoda. And he went the other way. And both of them started their prayers. Now Ranjan sat down and he was thinking, what should I pray? What should I pray? And while he was thinking, and that was the grumbling and grumbling of his stomach. I am hungry. First, I need food. Let me ask God for food and then I will think about other things later. And so he started praying to God. I want idli, I want dosa, I want puri, I want paratha, I want pizza, I want burger, I want French fries with tomato sauce. And what surprise! The next moment, everything was there in front of him. Whatever he asked, he gobbled it. He tasted, wow, what a tasty food. He looked at Ramu. But Ramu, nothing was there in front of him. And Ranjan was so proud. My prayers are so sincere. And God answers my prayers. He finished everything. Then he was roaming around in the island. Whenever he got to see Ramu, he was like, and that's it. He was just keeping on walking. He roamed, then he roamed. And of course, it became night. And now he had to sleep. He was feeling sleepy. And in an island, what do you find? It's only rocks, it's only sand, and it's only branches and something. How can you sleep on that, right? So now, Ranjan wanted proper beddings. So he started praying to the God again. Oh dear God, I want bed and 2 pillows, one for my head and one for my feet. I want a mosquito net to cover myself and some light music to keep me pampered. And what surprise! He got a bed, he got 2 pillows, he got blankets, he got a mosquito net. There was soft music also playing. He looked at Ramu. Nothing. Ramu just kept his hand for a pillow and he slept off. Ranjan had a good night's sleep. The next morning he got up. Of course he got food. He got nice beddings. Maybe if he asked, God might give him video games, whatever he wanted. But how long can you stay in an island without your parents, without your relatives? It's so difficult, right? So Ranjan decided, no, I want to go back home. I will ask God. The boat was already there. But he doesn't know how to ride a boat, of course. So he prayed to God, oh dear God, please give me a boat uncle, send a boat uncle who will take me safely back to my parents. What surprise? There was a boatman there waiting for Ranjan. Ranjan left, he looked at Ramu once and he thought, he's still sleeping. Should I take him along or should I not? What do you say? Should he take him along or not? If you say he should take him along, send a heart. If you say he shouldn't take him along, also send a heart. Okay. So many hearts means people feel he had to take Ramu along, but you know what? Ranjan had different thoughts. He felt, no, his prayers were not sincere. My prayers were sincere. And God answers only sincere prayers. He has to learn. I told him we should not get into the boat. And what did he do? He made me get inside the boat. And he also didn't pray properly. Let him stay here. I will go. I will come back in the evening and then take him back. That will teach him a good lesson. And so he got onto the boat. The boatman didn't speak a word. And the boat started to move. Elelo ailasa, elelelo, yelelo ailasa, yelelelo, yelelo ailasa, yelelelo. There was thunder, there was lightning, torrential rain started flowing, and Ranjan was worried what's happening. And now what happened? The boatman, pachak, he disappeared. He wasn't to be found anywhere. What do I do now? Why am I worried? God is there and He gives me everything. And so he shouted, oh dear God! Para! He got a slap on his cheek. And he was like, what? Who slapped me? And he heard a voice. This is God. God? But why did you slap me? How selfish of you to leave your friend back and only you escape from this place. Huh? That was not my mistake. My prayers were sincere and you answered all my prayers. His prayers were not sincere. That's why you didn't answer his prayers. And now, how can you slap me? And the voice replied, Ranjan, do you think I answered your prayers? What did you ask for? Food, beddings, and everything. You know what Ramu prayed for? He said, oh dear God, it's because of me. My friend is caught up in the situation. Please grant him whatever he asks for. And you know what? I grant the prayers of all those who think for others. And of course, I take care of them too well because they think for everyone, all their friends. And that's all. The voice stopped, the rain stopped, the thunder stopped, everything stopped. The boat reached the shore. Now Ranjan got off the boat. He went to his friend who was still sleeping. He woke him. Ramu. And Ramu woke up. Oh Ranjan, I'm sorry Ranjan. I didn't expect this to happen Ranjan. It's okay da. I'm so sorry. I was so selfish. God told me everything. Huh? God told you everything? Were you dreaming? Forget it. God told me everything. I'm so sorry da. Will you be my friend? Of course, we are always friends. And both of them put their arms around each other and they decided, okay, let's pray together. And both of them prayed together. They got a boatman to take them back to their houses. They went to their respective houses and they lived happily ever after. And that brings us to the end of this story. And that is the story. Thank you so much for listening to the story. And this story, the source of the story, it's a little snippet which was, many of you might have read. Little snippet, you get these snippets which are forwarded on WhatsApp, small stories, and built upon that 2-3 line forward that was received long back. Well, we have 10 more minutes and there's a small little activity. If you're interested, we can try that. So there was a little song in between. So where what I normally do with my stories, when I want to put some songs in between or jingles, I choose the very famous rhymes. The rhymes which the tunes are like, we can sing those tunes even in our sleep, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or whatever. So I'm just change the words and put it. What happens? It becomes easier for the children also to do it and for us also to put the words. So children and adults, everyone here, why don't you pick one rhyme of your choice? Any rhyme, 2 or 4 lines. And easiest thing is food. For me, food is the easiest thing to try with. So maybe you can try food items like how the song in the story was like, I want this, I want that. Maybe you can try, for example, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star also can be turned into I want idli, I want dosa, I want pizza, I want burger or something of that sort. So why don't you try and come up with some random songs that can be used in the story.
Yeah, Ambuja, I would love to share a small song.
Sure,
Which I did for when I was working in school. It was related to food. Okay, so I just penned it. Okay, healthy food, eat healthy food every day to grow tall, strong, and to be fit. Eat healthy food every day. Healthy food That's it. That was it.
Beautiful, beautiful, lovely. I know like everybody got what was that famous rhyme behind it, right? Thank you, Shri Vidya. Thanks for sharing that. Anyone else want to try a small little song? One more minute. You want to? Yes, yes. 1 second. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So it just came to my mind. Happiness, happiness, happiness all the way. Lovely smiles, spreading smiles. And that's all we want all. I don't know. I just missed the rhyming, but yes. Happiness, happiness, smiles all the way. La 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 la, stories all the way.
Fantastic. So this is how songs form. Rhymes. Beautiful. Thank you, dear. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you for teaching this trick. Thank you. Love you.
Nothing is new in this world. Someone teaches us. It's being passed across generations, across storytellers.
Yes.
As simple as that. So thanks to like whoever taught me, and I'm just.
Yes.
We all are sharing for that matter. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else has any song? Okay, fine. So if you, yes, Advika, you want to share something? Okay, fine. So if you get any song, all of a sudden something comes up, you can stop and share. So we have another 5 more minutes. A quick recap on the activities. Would you like to share any thoughts about the stories that were shared today, or the activities, or any thoughts you have, like, this activity can also be done this way, or for this story, this activity is also possible. Anything about the session you want to share, please go ahead. Yes, Sheettal.
I'm so sorry. It's related to my story. Everybody was supposed to name the story and we just forgot. So maybe in the group chat you can name the story, because as I told, it was a real story and I didn't want to give any name. But since Eric asked me what's the name of the story and what came in my mind, I just told him. So please.
Actually, Sheettal, when you told about the title of the, okay, it was a Tamil title which I got immediately that came. It's called Vaname Ella, which is Sky is the Limit. That was the title which I got when you were talking about the title. Good that you reminded again. Because I knew the story before. I mean, I know what the story we're going to share. And in the beginning itself, you mentioned I will be asking for a title, and I was all prepared with the title. And then, of course, we forgot.
That's what I forgot. I'm so sorry. And the same happens when I prepare songs like this and go for storytelling. I would prepare it so well, so I won't record it, because before songs were not there, right? So when I started storytelling, there were no songs and we just write it and take it, and I just sing it and I just go. But when I go there, seeing the kids, I move with their flow and I forgot what I'm supposed to sing also.
Yeah. Yes, Shri Vidya, sky is not the limit. I agree. Okay, fine.
Can I give it in
Just a
Hindi?
continuation of what you said, Ambuja. It always I always keep this reiterating that
Okay.
sky is not the limit. I think we should dream big, whether we are doing it or not. Let's. Okay. Thank you.
So Sri Vidya, on this, again, there is a Shah Rukh Khan dialogue that if you're willing to do something really, then the whole universe will come together to make it fulfill it for you.
The universe conspires.
Yes.
Yes. Lovely. So,
Astha ki astha in Hindi.
what is that?
Astha ki astha. Astha's belief or Astha's faith.
Yes. The story name, she's telling the story name. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Astha's. Okay.
Please.
Oh, you're so creative.
The main character was Astha, na?
Yes, that's
She
her real
had the
name.
faith in herself and in her dreams. So,
Yes.
Astha ki astha.
Yes.
Because I'm not very fluent with Hindi, I couldn't make it immediately. But now that you said, I will say Astha in Asai. Asai is again, same thing in Tamil.
Okay.
Tamil, right.
What about Astha ki Udan?
Yeah, that's also good.
Beautiful one. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yes, Advika. Yeah. Yes, Advika, go ahead.
The story's name should be Follow Your Dreams.
Follow your dreams.
Wow,
Fantastic.
that is a perfect one.
Yeah, very perfect. Yeah. Great. Okay, so we just have 2 more minutes left. I think like we can call it a close. We all the five. I mean, of course, 5+1, one bonus story for me. So all these, all the stories, the way they are connected, and the different kinds of activities, it's very interesting to listen to. And one request I have is for all our sessions, all the children's storytelling sessions we have been doing so far, and which we will be doing in the coming weeks also. If you get an idea of an activity that can be done for the story, an additional activity, please do keep us all informed so that we get to learn, we can share and learn more and more activities that can be done. So with that, so thank you so much, and thanks to Dr. Eric Miller as always for putting this huge thing together, and to the team behind CSF, that's Bhanumati, Vasugi ma'am, Sheettal, Divya, Pratigya, hope I didn't leave anyone, right? And everyone else behind the scenes. So thank you so much. And yes, one last, all of you, please have your fingers on your hearts as in the virtual heart, of course. And please let us click one last time, and then we will say a bye and move on to the next lovely workshop. Okay, at the count of 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. All the best to all of you. May God bless you all. Bye-bye.